Oh, they don't know where I'm at. Where you at? Snacks is in the building in this month. Oh, I'm up in here, dog. Your boy, your boy, your boy is up in here, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm in here. I ran in here, but I'm in here. You figure it? I ran in here, but I'm in here. You know, your boy is up in this joint trying to do the doggone thing with my people. You figure it, man. because I was out doing the doggone thing. Let me turn my YouTube TV on. So we can get this thing popping. You know, Miss Patricia's in the house. Gino is in the house. Selmo Fudd is always in the house. San Francisco and Cleveland is a CBS broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. So, Gino, you might be able to get that thing. I knew they was gonna go national with it this week, so you might be able to. You might be able to get on up in there, dog. You know what I'm talking about, Gino? You might be able. You might be able to get on in there, my boy. All I'm saying is, you might be able to get in there. You know, so you might want to check that out. Get to the point. Really, Paul? That's what we're doing. Get to the point. How we, hey, Paul. Paul, that's how we doing. Nice feel you watching from the plane. That's what I'm talking about. This lady is in the air. Finna watch the game go down. You know what I'm talking about? All the way from the Netherlands. Donnie King say he come all the way from the Netherlands to join in to enjoy the game and the big snack show. That's what I'm talking about. Come on in here, baby. Welcome. I didn't mean to be disrespectful, but you sort of just playing with our heads, teasing us a little bit, just a little bit. What you talking about, man? Lord, these bangers, what you say these guys? Boy, y'all need to trip. Get ready for these bangers. Y'all know what. Tell them, bro. They know what time it is. But let me ask y'all a question before we get started, before this game go live. Since everybody not in here, for the people that's in the building, let me ask y'all a question. Right, y'all remember beginning of the season, I was asking y'all about Kevin Stefanski and all that. First of all, hold on. Before we do all that, we got to give a big shout out to the CU aunties that are in the building. So if you see a CU auntie in the chat or in the comment section, make sure you shout them out. Say what's up. Most of all, be respectful. We catch you being disrespectful in these streets, these internet streets, or we gonna have to come holler at you. But let me ask y'all a question before this game kick off. Before we get started, y'all remember when I was talking about Kevin Stefanski, Shedeur Sanders, this evaluation process, how all of this is playing out now. It's playing out just like I kind of said it would. Remember when I told y'all beginning of the season, they're gonna mess around and let Dylan Gabriel get them games off, and Shedeur gonna get all the cold games, all the bad weather games, everything that would go against a player doing his best. He gonna get all the bad shit toward the end of the year. told y'all this was going to happen. But Kevin Stefanski is a bad coach. It's coaching malpractice for however all of this has turned out. For one, Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel. Yes, Dylan Gabriel was drafted third in the third round. Shedeur was drafted in the fifth round. But by process of elimination, your evaluations were different. And see, this is where the conspiracy theory and all that other stuff that was talked about gains legs. Because that conspiracy theory deems that the NFL and most of these owners were against Shedeur and Coach Prime, right? Where it gains its legs at is things like this. Because you got people telling me that the NFL wouldn't do that. The NFL would not conspire against one player and his father for what purpose? So you telling me that every scout, all these scouts that are paid by these NFL teams, all these scouts that were paid by these NFL teams had Shedeur listed from a first round pick to a high second round pick. Had Dylan Gabriel listed from a fourth round pick to a late sixth round pick. But somehow, Dylan Gabriel gets picked in the third round. Shedeur Sanders gets picked in the fifth round. So you're telling me all of these people that you pay on every team to evaluate these players were wrong. If that's the case, you got to fire every scout in the league. Every scout that said that Shedeur Sanders was a first round draft pick or a high second round draft pick, and Dylan Gabriel was a fourth round draft pick to a high sixth or seventh round draft pick, all them people need to be fired because their evaluations were wrong. Regardless of what happened in these meetings, regardless of what happened in these interviews, the talent outweighed the interviews. As it goes for Kevin Stefanski, you mean to tell me from training camp, from rookie mini camp, to OTAs, to training camp, to fall practice, Dylan Gabriel looked better than Shedeur the entire time? When everybody else in the world was screaming, no, it's not possible. When Dylan Gabriel showed us, the regular people, the people that's sitting here watching it, we watched the stat trackers, we watched the videos, we saw Shedeur completely better than Dylan Gabriel the entire time. What does that say about Kevin Stefanski's evaluation process? What does that say about Kevin Stefanski as a head coach? How good is he? Is he even worth keeping his job at this point? Because you told us week after week after week after week that Shedeur Sanders was not ready. That Dylan Gabriel was miles ahead of Shedeur Sanders. He's a supercomputer. He got all this processing power. He reads the field better. He understands the playbook better. Shedeur is so far behind. What does that say about Kevin Stefanski? Or was all that conspiracy theory stuff correct? It can't be with two answers. Either the conspiracy theory stuff was correct or Kevin Stefanski can't coach or can't evaluate. Because you're telling me Tommy Reese, what's his name? Gus Meyer, and Kevin Stefanski, all of them was saying that Dylan Gabriel was better than Shedeur Sanders. All three of those people who have a hand in what Shedeur Sanders does on a day-to-day basis. And being a quarterback, you spend more time with your quarterback coach and your offensive coordinator than you do your head coach. So you telling me out of these three people, none of them saw the difference between Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders? They all need to be fired, or Kevin Stefanski, and they told him, and they was praying for him, and they was trying to tell him, and he wouldn't listen because Dylan Gabriel was his pick, and he wanted to go the Dylan Gabriel route. So instead of 6 weeks of Dylan Gabriel, this team had to suffer, them players had to suffer, the fans had to suffer, hell, the NFL had to suffer because of Kevin Stefanski couldn't make up his mind or had already made up his mind, didn't want to play Shedeur, or the conspiracy theory was right. They had it out against Shedeur. Somebody tell me something. Which one is right? Something, one of them got to be right. There ain't no way around it. One of them got to be right. Either Kevin Stefanski is a bad coach, this was coaching malpractice, or the conspiracy theories were correct. Something is wrong here. Because come yesterday, Adam Schefter put out a whole freaking article saying that from this point on, Cleveland is going to look at Shedeur for the rest of the season to evaluate him. But 2 weeks ago, he was too far behind Dylan Gabriel to start. Now all of a sudden, boy, come on now. I'm just asking the question, y'all. I'm just here to ask questions. Questions are valid. One day he ain't ready. The very same day he got to start coming the game because Dylan Gabriel done got knocked out. Somebody tell me. I'm just asking questions. I'm just trying to get some questions, get some answers to a few questions I got. We're gonna get to y'all super chats and all that. All members, you know, their questions are automatically put on the screen. Stefanski is blinded by the whites. Really, Patricia. I know y'all gonna be tripping. Y'all gonna be tripping, but hey, it is what it is. My questions are valid. I'm just asking y'all to answer me. Now, in those videos I've been putting out, I'm gonna start once a week, probably going through those videos, picking some questions out of those videos. And do y'all want me? I could just put a Q&A sheet out as a post probably on Wednesday and let y'all answer those. Put your questions up there and then I'll answer them on Friday. We'll figure it out though. We'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get it together one way or the other. That's all I'm saying, Gino. I just want to know. Jab is in the building. All I want to know, dog, that's just my question. Either, because I'm saying either a conspiracy theory has to be right, or Kevin Stefanski is a poor evaluator of talent. Because from the beginning, everybody saw that Shedeur was better than Dylan Gabriel. And now, in this last week, where Shedeur got his start and he got his first week with reps with the ones, now here we go with this is Stefanski's development of Shedeur. No, Stefanski ain't did nothing. This was already prepared. He was already ready. You just had to give him the opportunity. He just had to get him on the field and let him do his thing. Because you saw, even when he came in the Ravens game, he got better as the game went on. He adjusted. He progressed. Unlike Lil Dylan, who went backwards as the game went on. The Browns is on the field. You know I gotta bring up the ESPN stat tracker. Y'all know how we do this here. Y'all know how we do this. I don't want to buy no ticket to that game. I want the game cast. Give me what I need. Oh, they got the matchup predictor. They got San Francisco with a 76% chance to win. This is gonna be crazy. We'll probably pull up. Y'all know how we do. We'll pull up on them other folks sometime. You know, we'll wait on the stat tracker to go live. It'll go live in a minute. Before long, it'll get to popping because we ain't got the kickoff yet. Y'all know what I'm saying? We'll read all super chats during the live stream. We'll read everything as it comes out. All members, as always, will always get their questions answered on screen in the chat. That Nike commercial is gonna be bumping all day today. Nike putting out commercials. Shedeur shoes is getting ready to drop, and it's gonna be crazy. Oh yeah, here we go, baby boys and girls. Y'all ready for this action? I bet you Shedeur got on that doggone scuba diving suit, but that's how you keep warm. You get that scuba suit on. That way, can't no air get in there on that skin, boy. You be warm. You be tight. You be ready. Nobody worried about Brock Purdy. We don't even care nothing about it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Browns kicking off first. Oh, okay. I ain't even gonna go. All right, here we go. We got it up. We got it up. I hope y'all ready because we finna go and get live into this thing. Brock Purdy is 67.8% completion percentage, 979 yards, 8 7 interceptions. Play action off the top. He wide open up there. Play action off the top. Hey, I hope y'all got y'all sleeper picks in because I got mine in. We trying to get a little change. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get a little change. Trying to get a little change. We ain't trying to do nothing strange for a little change. We trying to get a little change. Ivy, Detroit aunties checking in. You know what I'm talking about? Second down and 10. Brock Purdy throwing him out of bounds. Brock Purdy throwing him out of bounds. Here we go. Third and 10. We also, y'all know Miles need to get about 3-4 sacks this game just to keep on blowing their record out. Miles get 3 sacks this game, he'll be at 21, which will put him 2 behind the record with 5 games to go. Yeah. Go get him, Miles. Go get him, Miles. That's all I need. I got that. I got Brock Purdy on my sleeper for 0.5 yards passing. That's all I needed right there, Brock. Watching the play callers and players to call. Man, look at this. It ain't snowing. which is a good thing. It might be cold, but it ain't snowing. The wind probably blowing kind of hard, but he should be good. This should be a really, really, really. Oh, get him. Miles was coming to get him. Foot down. Here we go. First punt. Here come the punt unit, San Francisco. And after they punt, the crowd gonna go bananas. After they punt, the crowd gonna go bananas because Shedeur gonna walk on their field. And everybody gonna lose it. I'm just trying to let y'all know what time it is. Okay. Lava Dan with the fair catch. Here we go. Here they come. Yeah. They go into a commercial. They go into a commercial. Y'all come, hold on. The crowd ain't with bananas yet. They going to commercial. Going to commercial. We going to commercial. All aboard the night train. We going to commercial. And when Shedeur comes back, they gonna go banana. All I'm saying is they finna go crazy. I got Shedeur on my sleeper app for over 157. I picked him for over 200 last week. I should have picked him for over 200 again this week. Would have been all right. You know, I need to hit both of these sleepers. Both. I need to hit both of these on sleeper and one of them on FanDuel. I'd be good. I'd be like, hey man, they cash it out. You know, even though we ain't spending no money in these stores because we on the protest, still be nice to win a little something, you know. Still be good to get some. Brother can always use some money. My daughters are like little sponges, so you know, brother gotta always keep some money. Them little girls of mine, they like stuff, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? The arcade. That don't look like no arcade. Arcade got video game. That is not an arcade. All right, Shadeur's on the field. Here we go. First and 10. Okay, Jerry Judy. First and 10, Jerry Judy. Good 6, 7 yard pass to Jerry Judy. Just to warm up. Just to warm up. It's gonna be a lot of Jerry Judy today, probably. So y'all, just so y'all know, Miss Jenkins, gonna be a lot of Jerry Judy today. We gotta keep it popping though. Ah, gonna be a lot of Jerry Judy. Gonna be a lot of Junkins too. Gonna be a lot of Quinshawn. Okay, hope Jerry got his mind right. Yeah, I hope he got his mind right too, Miss Patricia. I got it, but with the link on the screen. What link you use on the screen? Boy, what you talking about? All we know is this thing gonna be epic. Gonna be a lot of Quinshawn. We're gonna have to do a lot of passing. We're gonna have to do a lot of passing. We're gonna have to do some passing to we're gonna have to do some play action and stuff on first down just to keep this defense honest. Y'all remember how I was screaming last week? Oh yeah, it's sold out today. Remember them screens I was talking about? See, that's a nice little swing pass. Quinshawn got them 5mm on his neck. It looked like a 20 and a 22. Quinshawn got them 5mm on his neck, boy, and them things is glistening. Here we go. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5 from the 33. We ain't worried about them coming. There you go. Standing there, Shedeur. Throwing that thing. Oh, Judy, come on. He threw it deep. He threw it deep, and Judy he had the time to throw it, too. He just overthrew it. He overthrew it, or the wind pushed it up a little bit. But either way it go, if he'd have caught that thing, he was out of here. Whoa! Y'all gotta get the tackle. Somebody get the tackle. Somebody get the tackle. There you go. There you go. Somebody get the tackle. They got a long punt return, 66 yards. That man just hit that whole run. Doggone punter. The punter said I wasn't gonna tackle nobody. The punter said I ain't tackling nobody, coach. Oh, y'all don't pay me to tackle people. I'm just here to block. Kick the ball. That's all I'm gonna do. Schlesinger with the tackle. Schlesinger with the tackle. Okay. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 on the 14. They already in the red zone. But it ain't no big deal. Because yeah, that wind whooping. That wind is whooping in Cleveland, boy. You see that flag? That wind is kicking up there. They got about 15, 20 mile an hour wind. They got a 15, 20 mile an hour wind. Probably higher than that. That wind is pumping. So that wind will push them balls left or right. So, and especially down on the field. If y'all play football, well, you might not have played football. It's either if it's hot, it's hotter on the field. If it's cold, it's colder on the field. He wide open across the middle. Come on, dog. Ooh. Ooh. He wide open across the middle. Wide open across the middle. Ain't no middle presence. I got Christian McCaffrey for an anytime touchdown. Oh, see there? Overthrew that thing. Look at that ball spinning back there. That was that wind. That was that wind. That wind just snuck that thing right on up out of there. And the wind just took that thing right on with it. They didn't go. Oh, they not letting Christian McCaffrey in there now. That defensive line. That defense holding it down. They ain't playing with them. Look at all them 12 jerseys in the crowd. Them 1-2s is up there. Them 1-2s is up there now. Them 1-2s is up there. Here we go. Oh, what we got? Flag on the player timeout. $6916. My God. My daughter just texted me in the middle of my stream. She know what time it is. All right, here we go. We on the goal line. We on the one. They on the one. They holding it down. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal on about the 1.5. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. Well, I got them points on the sleeper. Knew that was inevitable. You wasn't no stopping Christian McCaffrey. He was guaranteed to get one. He was gonna get one, whether it be now or later. You know. But now the defense got to come down and do their offense. Got to come down and do their thing. You know, offense just got to come down and do their doggone thing. You just got to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? That was your first drive, but now you got to. All right, hold on. Hold on. We got to see what popping. I got something for y'all. We gonna share. All right, we're gonna remove that. Then we're gonna do that. And we're gonna do that.
Negative outlook, right?
Right.
We can look at that Browns first drive and say they had a guy wide open for a potential touchdown. If you're able to deliver that football, you got to be able to build upon that and say, all right, at least what we saw in the game plan leading up to this first week on that opening script allowed us to put a guy in a position to have a long touchdown, an explosive play. They have to convert, obviously, but from the initial drive, those first 5 plays we saw, seems like the Browns had a good grasp on what San Francisco wanted to do defensively.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be positive and build upon.
It's early, man.
It's a very long game. It's the ebbs and flows of the game, you know.
Whether on the rink or in the comfort of your home, family experiences turn into cherished memories. Protect those moments with AAA. We're always with you.
So, I didn't see anything on that first drive that would tell me that the 49ers, oh my gosh, we're not going to be able to do anything with them. Nah, let's go out there and continue to establish. And then when we do get our chances, let's capitalize off of it.
Facts.
And you want to give us a read real quick?
Yeah, Steve, you want to pull up Prize Picks for me while I read a Prize Picks read for all of us. When Steve gets this ready, I didn't have anything ready. All right, this episode is brought to you guys by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement of this sports season, whether you're following the NFL, NBA, or both. There's no better time to jump in on the action. If you haven't tried it yet, Prize Picks is the simplest way to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats, and if you get them right, you win. It takes less than 60 seconds to make your lineup, and you can play anywhere with Prize Picks operates, incling California, Texas, and Georgia. So, plus there's if one of your players leaves the game early, the injury reboot.
They're going to have to teach him how to do reads. He can't read, dog. He can't do no reads. We back. Hand off the Juckins up the middle. Hand off the Juggins. He gonna have to learn how to read, dog. They gonna have to teach these boys how to read these things. Look like the only one talking. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with everybody. Screen it, Juckins. Screen it, Juckins. Let's go. That's a first down. There you go. See, now they starting to move them screens around. See, remember them screens I was calling for last week? Now they're using them screens. You know what I'm saying? Good pass. Pass the Lava Dan. That's what I'm talking about. Pass the Lava Dan. Let go. Let go, baby. We running to hurry up. He moving the protection around. Shedeur finna go. He should have went to the left. He went to the left, we'd have done something. I got G. Bush and them on my other screen over here. But they ain't. See what? That's what. See, this is the game plan they needed. Now, like I said last week, they gotta open the playbook up. They gotta open the playbook up. See, if they don't open the playbook up, they already know what y'all gonna do. But they gotta. They ain't got nowhere to go with the ball. Ain't got nowhere to go with the ball. Everybody covered. 3rd and 8. Here we go, though. We got trips to the right. One in motion. Another screen. First down. That's what I'm talking about. See, they throwing these screens. All you got to do is listen to me. I told y'all last week I need to be calling this offense them screens. If they was calling them screens last week, with them blitzes, boy, you talking first down. Here we go. 1st and 10. We're going to go Quinton Judkins. They need to run outside. Quit trying to run it between the tackles. You need to run outside. Quit trying to run between the tackles. He got 4. 2nd and 6. See, now this is what you need. See how they moving the ball? Just moving the ball down the field. Now, see, that's a productive offense. You moving the ball down. You ain't doing too much heavy. You mixing your plays up. You ain't running automatically on first down. All right. He ran. He got about 3, so it's going to be about 3rd down and 2 or 3. 3rd and 3. So we doing what we supposed to be doing. Supposed to be 3rd and short. If you in between 3rd and 4, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 3, that's good ball movement. Now this is a play action right here. You ain't get that. I don't know why you call that. That should have been a play action. Go on, kick the field goal, take the point. Oh, we going for it. Okay, they going for it on 4th and 1. Here they go. Big boy football time. Is Judkins in the Wildcat or what? Nope. Shedeur on the center. Got big boy coming in the backfield. Ooh, stuff. That should have been just a play action bootleg. They just blew these boys up. They just blew them boys up. No, that the way they blocked on, that's offense. That's bad line blocking. They just felt they was trying to cut them to the ground as they were going to try to push forward. Well, what the defense did, they delayed a half a second. So offense men on the left-hand side, they just fell to the ground. And then they went on, got to stop the play. Instead of trying to block forward and push your man back, you fell to the ground, tried to cut his legs off, and that's half-ass offense. That's just bad. If now with that delay, if they'd just did their regular blocking job and pushed forward, you'd have bowled them boys over, and they'd have got a 1st down and then some. But you do a half-ass blocking job, trying to chop people off at the leg, and it don't work that way because they knew what was coming. So they delayed a half a second, let you fall on your face, and just end up in your backfield. It's bad when the whole defensive line is in your backfield. That's just bad. You should have just took the points. Take the points. This is the first quarter. You in scoring position. Put some points on the board so your offense will feel better, like they did something. Now they did all their work and ain't got nothing to show for it. It's just bad play call. Let's see what Bush talking about. What Bush talking.
I do believe that if I guess it goes hand to hand. If he leads some late comebacks and comes back, or he wins some games and he outduels somebody, then I guess the record matters. However, if he does that, that means he's doing something good, and it's about his play on the field. So they work hand in hand, like a little bit. Like if you really have some standout performances and they come from behind, I think those wins count for something because you got a young team that's trying to learn how to win. And if anytime you can do that as a starting quarterback and get in the win column, you get credit for that. But I don't think it's dependent on whether it's necessarily a game over 500 or over 500.
Okay, defense with the big stuff. Richie is in the building.
Steve Becker.
Richie is in the building. Big stop by the defense. Big stop by the defense. Big stop by the defense on first down. 2nd and 11. Another big stop by the defense. Another big stop by the defense. They tried to draw play. They got about 2 out of us. 3rd and 39. 3rd and 9. This is what you want. See, this is why you should have took that 3. If you took that 3 points, you get this stop right here. You get field position back. We get 3rd and long, 3rd and 9. No catch, out of bounds. 4th down. They got a punt. Clock stop. Incomplete. Here we go. We're coming back. That was pass interference, though. Yeah, that was pass interference like mug, dog. I ain't gonna even tell you no lie. Lauderdale fumbled a little bit, but he fell right back on it. We're gonna see what it do. Shedeur fell, here they come. Well, we're going to a commercial. We're going to a commercial. We're going to a commercial. All right, let's go see what the knucklehead is about.
You got them Dion's on though.
Well, San Francisco isn't challenged, so it's
All
irrelevant.
right, well, that's what's up then. You
Good looking.
don't got them primes on no.
The knuckleheads
Punt
are
down
behind
to
us a little
Laverton.
bit.
Makes a guy miss.
Oh, he fumbled. He got back
he got
on
it
it.
back. He got it back. He got it back. Brown's going to start from the 39-yard line.
I would have challenged that. That looked like a catch to me.
They're going to show one. Oh, no, this is the fumble. Oh, he definitely fumbled. But he's lucky that.
Man.
He's so lucky that bounced. That's 2 special teams miscues already. Now, they avoided one. That obviously could have been way worse. But that is 2 legitimate special teams blunders in the first quarter alone for the Browns. And when you're a 3-8 football team with an offense that is frankly not that good, you cannot afford to have any kind of special teams.
Now, see, they ain't talking about nothing. But now, see, what needs to happen on this drive, is that they need to come out. They need to come out on play action, on first down, and they need to take a shot. You need to take a shot because you need to keep that defense knowing that, hey, we're going to go on top of your head at any time. It ain't got to be a 50-yard shot. It just needs to be a 15, 20-yard shot. It need to be a play action, cross the middle, take the shot. Or to the edges, it don't matter. It just need to be 15, 20 yards. That keeps that defense honest. And it also let them know that, hey, on first down, you just ain't going to continue to get these run plays. you might get anything. Now they are aware of the screens. You done threw like 3 of them. You shouldn't have wasted them so early. When you gave them that first one, and you done ran all the screens to the same side, to the left side. See, they go out, they run Dylan Sampson, and they lose 2 yards. So you can't do that. This should have been play action. Should have been play action this time. This time, it should have been play action. But you know, it is what it is. They need Junkins in there to run the ball. And there it is. He got hit throwing that ball. He got hit throwing that ball. Good catch, Bond. His arm got hit throwing the ball. Right there. He got hit throwing the ball, so that's how that ball looked like. Just so y'all know, won't be no action. We need play action right here. Dylan Sampson. Okay, Dylan Sampson for 9. Dylan Sampson for 9. Okay, we showing something. We still need that play action on first down. That play action on first down gonna scare them. See, they ain't blitzing like the Raiders and the Raiders and the Ravens did. You know what I'm saying? They ain't blitzing like that. But you still need to hit them with that play action. So you need to hit them with that play action, and you need to run the ball outside. All this running between the tackle stuff, that ain't where your best blocking is on your edge for Cleveland. They best run blockers are on their edge. If they just run the ball on the outside to the right, 10, 12 yards all the time. And I don't even practice with these boys, and I know where they best players at. I know where they best blockers at. But watch, sooner or later, they're going to run that ball outside right, between their right tackle and that guard, and it's going to be 10, 15 yards. I'm just saying, because that's where you need to be running the ball. You can't keep running the ball through the fucking 2-hole and think you're going to get 9, 10 yards every time. All that inside zone shit gonna have to let it go. You're gonna have to do something different. But you just doing right now, you just doing the same thing. That's the same run play. They done ran that play about 8 times. You're gonna have to switch it up sooner or later. I don't understand it. They done ran that same screenplay 3 to 4 times, the same run play 5 to 6 times. You got to do something different. Because right now, they ain't seeing nothing different. You got to give me some play actions across the middle. You got to give me some screen heavy left. You got to give me some run right. Quit running left off that doggone center guard through that 2-hole all the time. You got to give me something. Shedeur 6'8" for 61 yards. Let go. We back from commercial. Brock Purdy 3 of 7 for 37 yards. First down. Why we got this reverse camera angle? Y'all need to come out of that. That's a horrible camera angle. Michael Jackson. Sam Bradford just threw a pick six. He sucked. I'm gonna need for y'all to run some play action, dog. That is. But you run. Why you run to Njoku, dog? You can't. We got it's a lot more Tommy Reese can do. They gotta open their playbook up. This is the same weak crap you've been calling. You got to spread that. You got to get deep in there. You got to get deep in that playbook, dog. You just can't keep calling these weak ass plays because now you ran out your scripted plays, right? You ran out your 15. This is where Shedeur best at. Close to the end zone. Go on, let him call up something. Dial up the plays, man. 3rd and 10. You just run Judy across the middle. See, that was that damn screen again. And then Judy too busy trying to get outside instead of running in between the damn blocks. Quit trying to get to the sideline and run in between the blocks. Quit trying to call. You can't keep calling the damn screenplay, dog. You got to do something different. They know now. You got you. Jerry Judy ass wasn't never said. Jerry Judy, and even on that screen, Jerry Judy trying to get to the outside instead of running in between his block. They turn both of the doggone defensive backs to the outside. You run in between your two players and go. You gotta throw that shit, dude. If he hits him right well, ain't nowhere to hit him. Wasn't nowhere to go on that one. Everybody covered. I mean, that's just a coverage sack. That's just a good coverage sack. Nothing to do with that. But Shedeur still gotta throw that away. You gotta throw that away. That's a coverage sack. You ain't got nothing. You just gotta run it or throw it away. You gotta throw that away. You ain't had nothing. The play calling suck. I don't know what they doing. The play calling is ass. I was finna go. We ain't got no super chats, but that's fine. The play calling suck, dog. They got to do better. They got to. Play calling is bad. They just ran the same 4 plays up the field. They ran nothing different. It was the same 4 freaking plays. Run to the right, run to the right, run to the right, screen. You did nothing new. They playing zone, so now you got to run the zone beaters. You see, they ain't gonna play you man. They playing zone all day. So now you got to run the plays that beat zone. They dropping 3 back, cover 3 zone all day. Now, Mr. Coordinator, I'm gonna need you to do your job. Oh, it was bad last week. It was horrible last week. While we was doing this last week halftime, I went and did the TikTok and told y'all how bad it was last week. You thought, man, it was horrible last week. Play calling, it's the play calling. Play calling need to be upgraded. They are calling some horrible ass plays. This is bad. You need better play calling. You know, Shedeur missed the one shot to Judy. And I think the wind took that, but they dropping everybody back because they know he can throw the ball. So now you got to call the zone beater plays. You need to call some mesh routes. You need some more level concept. I go Schlesinger with the tackle. I want to go. That's Graham. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you shed your block. Look at this play. Everybody cover. Go Kittles. Y'all ain't Kittles do the doggone thing. We're in the sleeper zone. Couldn't nothing about it. I need to see my picks, dog. What I got? Oh, Nick Chubb and got here. Come on, Denzel. Denzel with the big tackle. Denzel with the big tackle. Nick Chubb and got here. I need Quinshawn to get here. Ooh. All right, we doing all right in the sleeper picks so far. All we doing is doing better. 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. We need Miles ain't got no sack, but they triple teaming Miles. 2nd and 4, first down. Schlesinger with the tackle. Somebody missed that tackle in the backfield. I don't know who that was on the blitz, but they sure missed that tackle. You gotta call that holding, ref. Ref, you gotta call that holding. Oh, he just skipped over the top of somebody. He just skipped over somebody and hit him with the ooh wee. Okay, C-Mac. Run CFC. He getting there. Here we go. 2nd and 8. Christian McCaffrey out the game, so that means they go into the air. It's Kerry Kittle's time. Kerry Kittle's time. Kerry Kittle's time. Y'all not listening to me. The man don't throw but the two players. Come on, man. I'm telling y'all he going to Kerry Kittle. Really? Defensive holding on Jenkins. Holding on the defense, 5-yard penalty. I don't know. That looked like a little bumpity bump. That looked like us bumping into each other and what? Nah, I get one in a little bit. Thank you, sir. They gonna have to stop the defense. Defense slacking today. What's that cold weather got them stiff or what? What's going on? Can't tell me that cold weather got you with a stiffy. I know they triple teaming Miles all day, but they did putting the double triple on Miles. Oh, they let Miles come free off the backside. Swessinger, Miles clean it up. Let's go. Swessinger with the tackle. They just let Miles come free. What I'm talking about. That's a stop. That's back to 3rd and 10. Got to pass. Find Christian McCaffrey and Kerry Kittles. Find Kerry Kittles. I'm telling y'all where they going. It ain't but two people he gonna throw the ball to on 3rd down. It ain't but two. It ain't but two. The only two people he trusts on 3rd down. Find them two, bracket them up. Shut them down. Here we go. 6 minutes left in the game. Here come the punt. Cleveland finna get the ball back. Cleveland finna get the ball back. Good catch, Larvadan. He needed to catch that. But he had the dude that got behind him to catch it and stop it from going in the end zone. Or to put him back at the 1 or the 5 or something. You're at the 11. You got to come out play action with a shot. You got to come out with a shot.
Make them drive the length of the field.
They can go 90 yards. Yeah.
Don't put them in a situation.
Now, right here,
situation.
Now, guys, we're going. I'm gonna go punt safe. Keep my defense out here.
Oh, I'm not putting anyone near the. So 90 yards for Shedeur here. 6:21 to go.
It's like everything from our special teams, and it just makes me a little nervous.
Oh no, yeah, definitely everything. The hold, the snap, the kick, the fair catch,
just the
motion,
whole,
just running down, just them lining up give me anxiety. You know what I'm saying?
Like what's going on around the league, man.
I know the Rams and the Panthers are tied at 14. I'll give you a little update here. We have the Jaguars beating the Titans 15-3.
Texans over the Colts right
Jacoby Myers and Brenton Strange have touchdown passes. The Texans are beating the Colts 3-0. The Dolphins are beating the Saints 10-0.
now. Jets up 7-0.
Devon Achane has a 29-yard touchdown catch. Jets over the Falcons 7-0, and the Buccaneers over the Cardinals 3-0. And the once again Panthers, Carolina tied at 14 apiece. Devontae Adams with 2 more touchdowns. He has 14 touchdown catches on the season now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's crazy.
That's wild work.
That's crazy.
They're in their 12th game of the season.
All right, we're finna go back.
14 the Browns haven't thrown 14 times.
All right, we gotta get rid of the crew. We're finna go back live to the game. Where I go? I went somewhere. We up in here. We gotta do something. Offense is back on the field. 1st and 10 on the 10. Do it in the shotgunsy. Queen Sean. There we go. What I tell y'all, running that outside right. Y'all, boy, I'm telling you. Boy, I'm telling you, boy, if you running it out, I ain't gonna even sit here and play call because they just need to pay me. We gonna put points up. I'm calling plays. First down, let go. I need to be sitting up here calling plays is all I'm saying. All I'm saying, your boy need to be calling plays. Because I'm telling you what it is. Now, this way you need the play action. You got to run it. You got to run the play action, dog. That's that outside run. I'm saying. If you run the ball outside, now you can't keep doing it back to back to back. You can't become predictable. And right now, that's what they are. Predictable. See, they think you're running the ball. But see, they don't never run play action with junkers in the game. Okay, in the round. There you go. A little in the round with Isaiah Bond. That's what we talking about. See, now you doing something. Now you got the defensive coordinator thinking a little bit. Okay, now they just dropped that in there. Jerry Judy got to quit holding though. Jerry Judy got to quit holding. Now see this play action with Dylan Sampson in the game. This should be play action. See, they run a lot of play action with Dylan Sampson in the game. They don't run a lot of play action with Junkins in the game. When Junkins in the game, you know it's a run. They doing. You're getting 7-8 on a run. Just keep on. You're getting 7-8 on a run. Just run on up there. Make them stop you. Make them load the box up. And then once they load the box up, you hit them with the play action. Right now, they ain't loading the box up. So you keep on running into him while you got the light box. Run to the outside, run to the inside. Do a little pitch, do a little sweep. That end around came right on time. As long as they ain't stopping the run it. I'm gonna run it till you stop it. You can't be doing them inside zones though. That ain't gonna. Them inside zones ain't helping. Your tackles are your best blockers on this team. Your left tackle and your right tackle are your best two blockers on this team. That's where you run the ball. Just bulldoze it and keep going. The little inside zones ain't doing nothing. We need a good drive. We ain't in no hurry. Clock still running. We get something nice. Put some points on the board. I don't know why he didn't kick the field goal the last time. I don't know if he wanted it blocked. I don't know if he was scared it was going to get blocked or the wind was going to take it away. You know, so we'll see what's going to happen. It's, right now, they ain't stopping the run. Right now, they ain't stopping the run. I'll run it down their throat. I'll make them come get me. Load that box up. I'll make them load that box up and come find me all day, every day. Ain't nothing they can do. 2nd and 3. We got Dylan Sampson in the backfield. There you go. There you go. See there, you getting 7-8 a run. Ain't no need of stopping right now. Run it. You're getting 7-8 every run play. Run it. Make them load that box up. See, but they don't want to load the box up because they know Shedeur can go deep. They know he can go 20, 30 yards across the middle. See, we load the box up, we can't bracket everybody. See that box? Now watch them drop out. See that? You getting 7, 8, 9. You getting 7, 8, 9 a run. You getting 7, 8, 9 a run. I wouldn't stop running it either. But if you run it off them, too many warnings. You're running it off them tackles. You're running it off them tackles. Let's see what the boys is talking about. Let's see what the crew is talking about.
A 2nd-round pick edge rusher. I mean, they're down, and the Browns are making them pay. The Browns are literally imposing. It's the first time
They're
all season,
finding
maybe.
something that's working. There's
the jet sweep to
utilize it.
Corley.
There it
There
is.
it is.
Hey, run, keep running. Yeah.
Oh, spins that tackle.
them
Gain
First down.
9.
So everything we doing in the run game right now is running. It's working. Look at it. It's working.
Come on over here, man. Let me tell you something.
The Browns are establishing a run early, and that's what we needed to see.
Down to the 2-minute warning.
Yeah,
that's
let's
what
go.
I'm talking about, Kevin Stefanski. Hey, listen. Hey, that's why they show Safari. He's like, yeah, I told you we had these dudes. Yeah. Let's go.
Run the damn ball.
Man, they running down. Look, everybody, when you running downhill on somebody and it's cold out
Now
there.
all the offensive linemen is up now. They're awake now. They feel good right now.
We've heard Jason Lloyd tell us that in certain situations, Wyatt Teller's like, run the ball. I don't care what the possession is. I don't care what the situation is. Run the damn football. And right now, Kevin Stefanski's getting his offensive lineman height, giving them what they want, and it's working to perfection. And we talked about the fact that Browns get the ball back in the second half. They're in position now to milk the clock down to basically zeros.
Minimowski.
Force San Francisco at a minimum to use their final 2 timeouts to negate their ability to come down and put together a drive before the final half expires, the final buzzer expires for the half, and then double up. Tom Brady always says, man, the most demoralizing thing in a football game is when you're on defense.
Santino, you can talk all the trash you want, long as you ain't disrespectful.
There's nothing you can do.
You know,
That's what the Browns are in
crazy,
position to do right now.
I don't care about you talking trash. We ain't like that in here.
Like I was winning the game. You didn't. I was.
We ain't doing that. Long as you being respectful and you ain't talking crazy, you can talk all the trash you want to. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody mad at you for talking. Say what you want to say, but just don't be disrespectful and don't get nasty with it. Then we good. But here we go. 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Second and 1. All right, let's get it up. Line it back up. They can't stop it. Just run the ball down there. Keep going. Come on, line this thing back up. They tied. Bulldoze it. Bulldoze it. Let go. That's right. Run the ball. Lone Wolf is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Run the ball. You should have kept outside. You should have kept that thing outside. He'd have kept that thing outside, he might have still been running. All right, we got to throw the ball now. You need to call a timeout right here. You need to call a timeout right here. What you doing, Kevin? Hey, Journey in the building. Touchdown. Let's go. Let's go. Shedeur. Touchdown. I told y'all. Wait, where's Santino at? Somebody where's Santino at? That's 30 plus, Santino. That's 30 plus right there, baby. That's 30 plus right there, Santino. That's 30 plus right there, Santino. Boom. Touchdown, baby. 30 plus. In the air. That's 30 plus. I can't see Santino. Anybody seen him type in the chat? Y'all ain't seen him. I'm waiting on him. All I'm saying is touchdown. That's why I told you, you got to throw the ball now. Got too low on the clock. You need to throw it. Oh, there goes Santino. We just wanted to see you. We just wanted to see you. Because you said the man can't throw no touchdown. You said he couldn't pass the ball. He ain't throwing number touchdown. Throwing number touchdown. It looked like a dime to me. The man does what he does in the 2-minute warning. Bro, I've been watching this man play football since high school. You can't tell me he can't throw the ball, so ain't nothing you can tell me about that one. The man is a passer of the ball. Shedeur, Miss Patricia. Oh, and they went for 2. And they went for 2. And they got the 2 with Quinshawn. Let's go. Hey. Hey, let's go. 2-point conversion, dog. Put the points up. Put them points up. Put them points up, baby. All I'm saying. Let me see them wrist up. Put the wrist up now. Hey. Ooh. Ooh. Y'all just don't know. Put the wrist up. Let me get them 12. Can we get them 12s in the chat? Y'all I'm saying? Let's go see what the boy talking about. Let's see what the boy talking about. Let me see what the boy talking about. It's about time for G. Bush to be talking crazy.
Let's do this.
That was close. We got to see the replay here, but the referee at the top.
He got in. He extended that ball.
You see what it is?
Stefanski with the "let's" word I can't say on TV go. It's the second week in a row we've seen Stefanski curse on camera, which
Let's
has not
go.
happened
He
very
extended the
frequently in his
ball. He
tenure.
broke the plane. He definitely broke the plane.
Tough to tell from that angle. It's in his right hand.
They called it. It
They
is
called
what it is.
Hey,
Well, they're
hey,
gonna
It's got to be undisputed to review it.
it's
I
undisputed.
want to see the actual end zone pylon.
I don't want to see nothing, but they
Hey,
kick the ball.
hey, let's go. That's what I'm
12s
talking
in
about.
the chat.
This was one of them drives that we talked about earlier. I said, listen, you down 7-0. What we said we wanted a 7-minute drive. They was physical up front. They got downhill. They was blocking. And then Shedeur Sanders, Earl, comes up with a dime piece. It was a teardrop right over the defense. And Harold Fannin Jr. does what he does when he gets in the end zone. You know what it is, man.
Them 12 in the chat. Put the
dogs
wrist
is
up,
in
dog.
He calling 12.
Ain't even
You call 12?
No, well,
That wasn't 12.
our
No,
lunch
my
should
wife
be on the way. I was making
Oh.
that wasn't. a
Oh,
great-
okay.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. Let's go. That's
Yeah.
that's what we
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah. Hey, the Cleveland Browns on that drive, they asserted their will.
Loved it, man. Loved it.
Asserted their will. Let me take my chain off because I need to use it for later on.
Can't even put my
Like
wife on.
my niece Sarah says, Uncle Gary, you wasting that. You wasting it. Don't waste it.
You guys want some more super chats?
Yes, sir.
All
Let's
right,
go.
Jay Brown says so many trolls in the chat today. Slick as butter says they're gonna spam 23 like the X button on the controller. He also says jump there. He also says we're getting a TD before halftime. I'm calling it now. He was correct.
He was correct.
The dude says special
Right.
teams is the reason we're losing right now.
We winning now.
Mr. Redpan says, can we get G. Bush's reaction / facial expressions when they drafted Carson Schwessinger? Same we all had on the record, no shade. Man, were we all wrong.
Hey, we was all wrong.
Yeah.
I did the whole.
All right, Bush. All right. Purdy is back. All right, we going back to the thing. You know what I'm talking about? They got 39 seconds left in the second. 39 seconds before halftime. Let's see what we gonna do. Can Miles get him one? He going deep. That's one down. 2nd and 10. Incomplete. Tell him about it, Kate. Incomplete. Ooh, Gino. Show your tattoo. Let go. 2nd and 10. Here come Miles. Throwing it up. 27 seconds left. 3rd and 10. 27 seconds left. 3rd and 10. Oh, Miles was coming. They was coming to get him. Third and 10. Here we go. 27 seconds left. Miles on the right side of the line. First down, Ricky Pearsall. Ricky Pearsall. They got the first down. 21 seconds left on the clock. Who got beat right there? Campbell. Campbell got beat a little bit. There you go. Put y'all wrist up. So watch this in the chat. Cause we got them touchdowns. Here come Miles. You gotta call that holding on Miles, dog. They're gonna call a timeout. 14 seconds left. First down. Y'all got. You can't play safe. You can't play safe. Because they got a good kicker. Look like the wind and calm down some, so you can't play safe. Kitchen is in the building. Camaro Kitchen is in the building. All I'm saying is, you got a hole right here. You know Miles is getting the business. They double and tripling Miles. Miles needs to get one before the end of the half. You need one or two just to keep that thing going. You just need one per game to get the record. But you need one right now. No, sir. That ain't no catch. That ain't no catch. That ain't no catch. That is not a catch. That is not a catch. That ain't the kind of catch. That ain't no catch. They tied up when. That ain't no catch. Appreciate the super chat, Jam Snacks out, boy. Balling. We know Kevin Stefanski terrible. You sure know we know it. That ain't no catch, dog. That is not a catch. I would challenge that. Uh-huh. Ball don't lie. Oh, it went through. That went through. Man, ball don't lie, dog. That ain't even right. Ain't no wildcat today, Camaro. We throwing bombs. We ain't even getting close to the end zone. He just throwing it in there. We just throwing it in there. Okay, they got the field goal. They gave it to him. They gave him that janky ass catch. They gave me a field goal. It's all good. That catch wasn't no catch. That catch wasn't no catch. But it's all good. And they just down 2. It's just 10-8. Everybody thought they'd be getting blown out by now. We keeping it close, staying in the game. Let's see what G. Bush and them talking about. They're getting a bunch of super chats. That nigga got a bunch of super chats over there. But we're gonna see what they talking about. Oh, shit. Forgot what I was doing for a minute.
Way too good to not be leading at half right now.
Yeah, it's just the small stuff. It's the very small stuff, and people may say, "Oh, come on, guys, listen, what do you expect?" But listen, there's 2 special teams plays. The difference in this game is 2 special teams plays. Other than that, the Cleveland Browns have thoroughly outplayed the San Francisco 49ers in this football game. I think most people would agree. The run game was dominant. That we made pass plays when we need to. That was a questionable call to say the least at the end. But I would like to see. I want to see them come out. It's imperative they come out. But I think if overall, I give the Cleveland.
Our Sargento cheddar is held to a standard as high as your grandmother's. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it, you have our name on it. Sargento, a promise you can taste.
It's just a magical place when you sit here. You have a hard time not feeling awestruck by it. And I think we're all looking for that place where we feel awestruck. That's kind of how I feel about writing here.
Pretty solid game so far, in my opinion. I think they're using the screen pass as an extension of the run game. And as we talked about earlier, like you're getting a lot of production from when you're doing that as well. The defense outside of that drive, I thought, pretty much they've been solid. I count 3 special teams like blunders, even though Larvin got back on the ball with the other one. But that unit right there, they got to get their stuff together because the Browns is right here, and I really think we're going to win this game.
I can't believe they gave that drive 10.5. You feel so good about yourself after putting on literally the most perfect 6-minute drill you could essentially do. You run the ball 9 straight times. It sets up the play action. It wasn't even a play action pass, but when the defense is so focused on stopping the run, you see 2 guys chase Judy into the post route, which allows Fannin to come a little up, in, and out, wide ass open, perfectly thrown ball, touchdown. And the next thing you know, you're back down. And it's just those little things, we talked about earlier, that punt return. You feel good, you move the ball, you get stuck, and then it's a punt return. Next thing you know, you're down 7. You fight your way back into the game. You claw your way back into the game. You even get a penalty on the extra point attempt, puts you in position to go for 2. You get the 2-point conversion, and then immediately you feel back like you're playing from behind because you are playing from behind. I thought offensively, I don't only have 8 points. I thought they moved the ball pretty damn well. Outside of that 4th down disaster, call it what you want, it's 4th down disaster. The offensive line, as we pointed out, had 3 guys on their stomach with 4 San Francisco players in the backfield. Outside of that, and you can bring the food in. Outside of that, it was a disaster.
Okay.
The rest of the offense has been really good. Like the rest of the offense, I thought has played, good enough to be in the lead here. The fact that it is
this is not mine.
That's mine. G didn't get anything.
I didn't get none.
The fact that it's 8-7 is just. I feel like they outplayed the score.
They did. They did. I feel like they outplayed them. What a ball.
Thank you, ball.
Yeah, what a ball.
But I think you got to feel good about the overall outlook of the Browns right now, considering the fact they get the ball back. I know San Francisco and Robert Saleh is going to find a way to at least try and adjust to stopping the run better than they did the first time in the first half, but sometimes it's a man-on-man league, G.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you got bigger and better blockers and they have defensive linemen, there's not a whole lot they can do to actually man up and stop a running game like this. So I like the Browns' chances despite the fact that they're down.
I do too.
And we haven't even seen Myles Garrett go nuts yet. And we all know it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's coming. So, Earl, Ed's trying to call you. Oh. I didn't see him.
I was praying.
I didn't see him.
No, I'm good.
I was looking at Ant. That was my bad, Earl.
It's all right.
But yeah, good first half.
Baker Mayfield's back.
He is playing today.
The battle of the old school Jacoby Brissett and Baker Mayfield.
Before we dig in, guys, you want some super chats?
Yeah, let's
Read
get
them to
it.
us.
All right, real quick. Mesh says to G. Bush, throw that wrist up.
Yes, sir.
Father of Many Nations says, what the narrative going to change for next week? Go number 12.
Man, we're going to get this win.
Soul says they made that TD look easy, impressive, most impressive.
Wrist up, yup.
Greg says Tommy Reese, Miles, and this defense and these rookies are saving Kevin Stefanski's job. Go Browns.
They keep playing. That might be a true thing.
The DC Pell. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Again, this is the movie Any Given Sunday. Old coach accepts the young QB.
Yep.
James Mace says, "Was that a catch?"
Man, I don't know, man. They ruled that a catch too quick.
Take a cut of super chat.
And then Sean says, "You guys need to do this for every game. It's lonely being a Browns fan in Michigan." So
YouTube does not cut super chats. Only Twitch and Kick.
The Kittle thing. It's under 2 minutes. You can stop it. There's no timeout needed.
Okay.
That's a booth review.
So let me tell you this. I believe in things equaling up a little bit. I thought they had a catch when he was out of bounds.
The Kendrick Bourne one?
Yeah, I thought that was a catch. I just think like he got 1 foot in, he got the other foot, and his heel didn't come down out of bounds. I thought that was a catch, and they didn't review it.
Y'all don't like McNuggets, huh?
So I can see by the letter of the law if they
got one, you missed one.
Yeah, if they said that was a simultaneous catch, the simultaneous catch goes to the offense. And if they gave simultaneous catch to him on the ground, and then they were both down, then he moved the ball or they snatched the ball away at the last moment, I can see why they'd be like, "Yo, it's first down. He had to catch. Yeah, you can't do nothing about that." I get it.
I thought they had Big Boy performing at halftime today. I don't see no halftime shoot.
That third down conversion on the short yardage field on 3rd and 8 or whatever it was, where he kind of just slipped out in the middle as a check down.
Yep.
He's done nothing. Their longest play was the Kittle catch, which, I don't know, 30 yards there.
I always, and I get where people come from. Defense in the pros is different from the defense when you're talking about in college. If I grab somebody, it's not a spot foul. If I grab somebody in college, it's 15 yards. It's
crazy
whatever,
right
you
now.
know what I mean? So I get why at the end of halves, the end of games, coordinators get a little squeamish because you're playing well. You don't want to give up that many yards. But it kills me when you be seeing like, how you let him get that off?
I hate prevent defense.
I hate
the cliche is prevent defense only prevents you from winning.
If you counted on your defense being solid for that long, why would you not count on it being solid moving forward?
While we're gonna break you, what did you think of Ohio State yesterday?
Smoked them dudes.
BTA.
Man, Michigan came out and they was running their little stuff. I was watching the game with my dad and my brothers. They big Ohio State fans. And when we were sitting there watching, I'm like, yeah, Michigan, this all they got. They came out with the aggressiveness, and I seen the way they was chippy. I said, by the end of the game, they're going to try to fight. All you got is these first little 10 plays. And when them plays run out and then you come to the realization that you about to get smoked, they about to fight. I thought Ohio State really manhandled them down the stretch with the run game. They couldn't get them off the field. Ohio State just exemplary. They got way better skilled athletes than they do. And they couldn't stop nothing they was doing. From the tight ends to the receiving game, Bo Jackson was a monster. Carnell Tate, can we get him? I'm just saying, can we get Carnell Tate? I'm just saying, can we get Carnell Tate? I mean, he's open on every deep pass.
That route that Jeremiah Smith ran, the little slant and go.
Yeah.
I mean, like the fact that this dude just turned 20 yesterday, he has 28 touchdowns in 27 career games.
All right, we finna come up out of here because we finna get back to the business of the business. You know what I'm saying? We finna get back to the business of the business. But the first half was okay. They shouldn't have played prevent on that last drive. That's what left. That's what was able for them to get that drive downfield. It was the defense was playing tough. They wasn't giving up much. So I don't never know why defensive coordinators always switch to that. That's always been a major problem with me playing football. When your defense is stopping people, and then you switch the defense to prevent just to stop the deep ball, but they hitting everything underneath and they killing you. They ain't hit a deep ball all game. So why you worried about that? They ain't even tried to go deep. Well, they tried once or twice, but it wasn't nothing major. It was covered. So why you worried about that? But when you switch to that defense, it opens up the playing field. It opens up the sideline. And you know that's where they're going because they want to stop the clock. They don't want to burn no timeouts unless necessary. So you switch to prevent or weak cover 4, and now everything under 15 yards is wide open. And then you give them 15 yards here, 15 yards there, 10 yards there. After 4 plays, they in field goal range. Or they, depending on where you start at, they in the red zone. They should have just kept playing and calling the same defense that they've been calling the whole time. But you went to that soft zone for that cover 4, and you let them move the ball down the field. You gotta be able to stop that. But Carson Swester was balling. Mason Graham had a good first half. He was balling a little bit. He made some major stops. But all in all, the defense been doing what it's been doing all year. The offense on that last drive, they had the ball. They moved the ball down the field. Shedeur got comfortable in his 2-minute offense, as he always do. But now you get the ball back, you got to continue doing what you're doing. You've been able to move the ball up and down the field. It ain't been 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. You've been moving the ball. Now they just got to move the ball again. Here we go. On the kick return. Shedeur coming on the field. Here we go. 1st and 10, ladies and gentlemen. We finna get it popping. Law, I saw you popping the building. What's up, my boy? All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Chucking, run the ball up the middle for about 5 or 6. You got to keep these stuff running. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it running at all times. You got to hit them with the play action to make them get right. And Quinshawn with another 1st down. They can't stop the run, so run the ball, but you can't keep running the inside. You got to run it outside. You got to run it outside to keep them running at all times. You got to switch that run game up. You can't keep running through that 2-hole. There you go. Screenplay. Oh, screenplay to Fanning. Screenplays. They ain't blitzing. Ain't no need to run them screens right now. You got to run them screenplays. Keep that defense on it. But Harold Fanning beasting on them missed tackles right now. Most reception for a rookie, grounds all time. Dog, you didn't beat the record already. Okay, let's go, Harold. Ooh, he got crushed. I told y'all quit running that ball up the middle, running outside. You gotta run that play outside. You gotta run the inside runs, man. That was helmet to helmet. He didn't hit him hard. They just cracked helmet. 3rd and 7. Oh, Harold Fanning got cracked on that one. He didn't hold on to it. He didn't hold on to it. Here come the punt. Yeah, you gotta hold on to the ball. 1st down or not. You gotta hold on to that ball. So here comes the punt. We're gonna see what's gonna happen right here. See, it's been that damn conservative play calling, man. That damn conservative play calling is still horrible. You gotta have better play calling. Where your play action? Where you rolling out the pocket at? Where's the rest of your playbook, man? You should know by now that he can run the play. You just gotta call it. Shedeur ain't finna go rogue yet, but you keep on playing with him. He gonna be up at the line of scrimmage calling audible after audible after audible. Cause y'all keep calling this bull crap. Y'all keep calling this bull crap, and y'all ain't doing what y'all supposed to do. Y'all keep calling these weak ass plays. Same play after same play. The 49ers know what y'all do. That was the same play they called earlier. But they playing the soft zone. So you ain't getting nothing beyond 10 yards. You ain't getting nothing beyond they calling the soft zone, so everything that's 10 yards and above, it got a bubble around it. You got to make them come out of that. You got to put them in man. You got to make them want to play man. And that only comes with play action. Play action plays make you want to play man. They ain't worried about them screens because they ain't got a bunch of people in the box. They ain't sitting up top. So they know on 3rd and 7 you passing the ball. But they also know you coming across the middle and you got to get right here. So we're going to let you have everything in front of the line of scrimmage. But we covered everything else up. So you can't get nothing. But you need some play action. Quit calling them whack ass screens because ain't nobody in the box. You ain't going nowhere. Although the defensive backs, the linebackers are in front of the screen. So that ain't helping you, man. See, they playing man. There go Miles. Miles almost got his sack. You need to get 1 or 2 for the game. They're going to have to turn Shedeur loose sooner or later. You want to win, you got to turn him loose. You got to call better plays in order for Shedeur to do his thing. You need to roll him out. You can't let Christian McCaffrey just run the football, dog. But you got to move Shedeur out of the pocket. You just can't have him keep dropping back. You got to do something different. The game plan ain't changed. You ain't doing nothing new. You got to change it up. I know what your game plan was coming in the game, but they're showing you something different, and you have to be able to adjust. You got to be able to adjust as an offensive coordinator to what's happening. You cannot play restricted football. McGuire's down. It's not enough for you to call these tiki-top plays. This ain't Dylan Gabriel playing quarterback. You're playing Dylan Gabriel's offense. You got to play Shedeur's offense. You got to run these deep passes. You got to run these deep crosses. You got to run these fades. You got to run a few 9 routes. You got to let the ball go. You can't run these routes that take 24 years to develop. You got to run some hitches. You got to run some rub routes. There is nothing elaborate about this offense. It's all basic high school football. These are plays I call for 13, 14, and 16 years. Just easy plays where you can just, these are hard plays for high schools, because you got the quick screens, you got the little slants, you got the post routes. They ain't even ran no slant yet. Not one slant have I seen. You run a slant, you might get 20 yards. But you just not doing it. I don't know what they see up in the booth. Because I'm looking at the same thing they looking at. And they got a better view than I do. You see they keep playing off. So you need to call some out routes to the side, some hitch routes. Call a few button hooks or stuff. Anything. You got to get somebody hot. You got to go deep. You're not, it's just they're not trying. That's the bad thing about this offense. They're not switching up. They're not changing the game plan. They sticking to their game plan because they think what they got work. It ain't work. Change your game plan. Run the ball. Yes. Keep running the ball. They ain't really stopping you from running the ball. But your pass plays are vanilla. You got to do something different. That's all that is. You have to be better with your play call. See how they tried to run that play act? But Miles is sitting right there in Purdy hip. You gotta do something different. See, they got Miles on the right side, but they don't want him over there fighting with Williams. Here comes Weston. See that? See that out route? You see that? That's the out route. That's a zone beater. That's how you beat the zone. I'm just saying, dog. If you want to win this game, you got to call different plays. He going to McCaffrey right here on this slide. Where'd the flag come from? They got an illegal man up the field. Okay. Illegal man up field. Big Trent out of pocket. That's why they switched Miles off that right side. They put him on the left side because Trent Williams over there on the right. Okay, Bryce Young up, throwing big balls. Okay, Bryce. Get him. They almost got the sack. Y'all can't let Purdy up out of there now. 2nd and 15. You gotta call that hold, dog. They ain't calling them holding penalties on them linemen either. We all know you can call holding just about every play. Here come Miles. Oh no, that's Campbell. That's good defense. That's good defense. We got somebody down. Let's see what the stats looking like. Shedeur got 100 yards passing. He 9 of 13 with a touchdown. Brock Purdy got 126. He is 11 of 20. That's Shedeur stats last week. But he was 11 of 20 for 209. Brock Purdy's 11 of 20 for 126. Christian McCaffrey got 20 rushing yards with 8 carries and a touchdown. Quinshon Judkins got 17 carries, 63 yards. Kerry Kittles got 3 receptions for 53 yards. Harold Fanning Jr. got 2 receptions and a touchdown for 38 yards. We don't got no sacks. Farrell got 1 sack. Schlesinger got 7 tackles and 3 solos. Schlesinger out here balling. Schlesinger out here balling is all I'm saying. They gotta quit calling them weak ass pass plays. They gonna have to change up their offense completely. You gotta adjust. Football is a game of adjustments. You see what they doing. You see what they trying to do to you. You gotta get out of that. You gotta make them do something different. You gotta make them do something different. And they still ain't done it. I don't know what's holding them up in this playbook. Why these plays are so basic and so booty. But hell, Colorado playbook was better than this. I don't know what this is. They calling these weak ass plays. Still trying to run up the middle when you need to run up the side. Shedeur ain't thrown the ball but 13 times. But you let Dylan Gabriel throw it for damn near 60 times in the Pittsburgh game. Shedeur a better passer than Dylan, but Shedeur ain't throwing the ball. What the hell are we doing? And Dylan threw the ball 50 plus times and barely bust 200 yards. What we doing over here? Don't nobody know what they doing. That's right, Patricia. I still need him to get this W though. We need him to get this W. There it is. They ran Collins out on the stretcher. He ain't coming back. I need to know why that penalty decline, 4th down. Let's go. That's right. We punting this thing. We ain't backing them up. Put the punt crew on. I told y'all they ain't been calling these holding penalties at all. Y'all need to start calling them. You need to start calling these holding penalties. They've been holding forever. That's all they do. Fair catch by Lauderdale. You need to call that. That's a flag for kick interference because he was in the way. And he tripped the doggone punt receiver. That's a flag. You can't. What kind of referees they got in this game? Is what I want to know. Let's see if this offense get better. It's about the time Shedeur start heating up. Bijan Robinson, good job, my boy. I need Jonathan Taylor, Finch on his records, and Memphis Booker. All the scope touchdowns. And I'm good. Give me a little change. See that? There you go. See that? Now that's an out route. That's an out route. That's an out route. That's all you got to do. He can throw to the numbers all day. Let him go. Outside the hash marks, he can do that. Do that. When you throwing on 1st down, you throwing on 1st down, that gets you out of that trouble. That will all that throwing, running the ball on 1st down, that's gonna keep them in the same defense all day. San Francisco winning 10-8. The game is on national TV. It's on CBS. You better go get it. That's a 1st down. Fourth and one. 4th and 1. Are we going for it or what? What they doing? Look like they're going for it. Look like they're going for it. Timeout. Why y'all didn't call a timeout? Why y'all didn't call a timeout? They didn't know what they were doing. Should have called a timeout. Man with a fumble. Why y'all didn't call the timeout? Why did you not call the timeout right there? You saw they was confused at the line of scrimmage, and you didn't call the timeout. You saw Fanning didn't know where he was supposed to be. Somebody's supposed to call the timeout. Y'all got to do something. If you just gonna do it, you should have just let Shedeur hike the ball and do what they were gonna do. Why did you not call the timeout? The time your play clock was already down. But you're all right. Only thing you gotta do is stop them from scoring. If they get three, they get three. You just can't let them get a touchdown. You can't let them get a touchdown right. You can't let them get a touchdown. You let them get three. You just can't let them get a touchdown. No, Christian McCaffrey is coming. Christian McCaffrey is coming, but you ain't. You got your quarterback handcuffed. You know Christian McCaffrey coming. False start. That's a false start. That's a false start. That's a false start. That's a false start. Why you ain't get no flag right there? What these referees doing, man? That's a position. That's a game changer. That puts you back in 3rd and 8. That puts you back to 3rd and 8 instead of 3rd and 3. See that yeah, that's a false start. That should have been a flag on that play. That's why they got the first down. Everybody waiting on the flag. But see, that's bad. That's bad refereeing, bad umpiring. Schlesinger with another big stop, another tackle for loss. That young rookie out here balling, doing what he's supposed to do. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. What they gonna do? You know where they going. Where Kerry Kittle's at? Find him. McCaffrey ain't in the game, so find Kittle. Find 85. Find 85. Find 85. Boy, just find 85. I'm telling you where he going. Find 85. And somebody just stick on him. That's where he want to go. Lord have mercy. How can you not know these things? And you watch the film just like everybody else. It's supposed to be your job. You're supposed to be the best at what you do. And I'm sitting at home telling you, find 85. 39. McCaffrey ain't in the game. Find 85. No way he going. And what happened? You hit Kerry Kill across the middle. He finna go right back to him. Find 85. Ain't but two people getting the ball on the goal line. 23, 85. That's it. Third and goal. Here we go. Play action. Kittle's gonna line up on the right side. He gonna chip block, leak out to the right corner, and if don't nobody go with him, touchdown. I'm calling the play before it even happened. Where you at? Where 85 at? Right there on the right side, inside. Oh, Lord. They done let Brock Purdy pulled a Peyton Manning. 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 That's the Peyton Manning, ladies and gentlemen. Because if Peyton Manning can do it, anybody can do it. But he the slowest quarterback to ever play football. He the most unathletic quarterback ever. It's fourth quarter. Y'all done let Brock Purdy score. That ain't even right. Y'all let Brock Purdy score a touchdown. On his feet. Walked into the end zone. That is a no-no. He ain't Cam Newton. He ain't Mr. Williams over there in Chicago. He ain't that young man in Atlanta. I just don't understand. Let's see if the play call improves. Because you don't have to turn Shedeur loose. Now you down. You got to turn it loose. We're in the third quarter. About to be in the fourth. And Shedeur ain't thrown the ball but 14 times in the entire game. The man got 108 yards. How many times have they run the ball all together? Let's see this. Cleveland got 200 yards. San Francisco got 190. Oh my God. How many times have we run the ball all together? They got 41 total plays. Oh my God. They have run the ball 26 times, averaging 4 yards a rush. I'm gonna need for y'all to do better. Now we get to see what Shedeur gonna be able to do. Here we go. You gotta let that go out of bounds. You gotta let that go out of bounds. Why would you catch that football? Why would you catch that ball inbound? This man caught the ball at the 7-yard line. Why would you do that? All right, you got a single safety high. They moving the ball back. They move the ball back to the 5. What we doing? Is that Bailey Zappi over there? They need to throw this ball. That was a run outside. That was a good run. That was a good tackle by the safety. You got one safety high. They playing man too. They playing man. They were playing man that time. That's what you wanted. But Shedeur should have called a go route on the other side of the field. Because your safety was on the right side. He had already bleed over there. I'd have yanked that thing. You got a single high safety. They ain't blitzing. You got to hold it in the end zone. That's going to be a safety. We going to see what this is. If it's a holding in the end zone, it's a safety. Face mask. They call it a face mask. How is it a face mask? What is going on over here? We got to see what this is. Ain't no intentional grounding. Ain't no intentional grounding, bro. Y'all can forget about that. I don't see no face mask. I don't see no face mask. I didn't see no face mask in that entire replay, so I don't know how they got that. That all stems from that idiot catching the ball at the 5-yard line on the kickoff. I don't know why you do that. That's just stupid. That was just dumb. I just don't understand this play calling at all. It's just hard to see how do I don't understand how they see in the field. I don't understand how they got the feel of the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how they feel in the game or fielding the ball because you just right there. It's just bad offensive play calling. Then that dummy caught the ball on the 5-yard line. Stop Christian McCaffrey fumble. It's just bad play calling altogether. And somebody need to do something about it. I don't know what that is over there. Y'all see that right there. Right there. I don't know. It's yellow. Of course it would be. Find Kerry Kittle, because that's where he going. So what? Where you going? Oh, okay. Give me borrow your athlete. I sure don't like apple. Everything apple sucks. Everything that's apple is awful. You want to take a picture? Yeah. Okay. Yes. You should switch to Samsung. Samsung, everything. Come on. Come on over here on the good side with the big boys. You want better technology or you just want to be behind at all times? Mm. All I'm saying is we got to figure something out. Let's see what these boys over here talking about. See what these boys talking about.
And we got some super chats.
Yeah, guys. L. Smith says dying to see a second
They got-
TD, but genuinely concerned G can't get that chain over his massive head.
Yeah, man. Oh, no, actually, I can, man. I got.
You got it on and off twice.
I got it on and off twice. We're ready to go. But we can't. The offense ain't give me nothing right now.
Freddie G says, I'm hoping this continues through the season. Brody Bottom Line says, off topic, but who wins in a one-on-one? Candace Parker or Asia Wilson?
Right now?
Yeah.
Asia, right?
Asia right now.
Man, what you mean?
Asia
Asia
might
right
be the
now.
best
Yeah, of
WNBA
course.
player ever.
Yeah.
Her accolades are stupid.
You said what?
She might be the best WNBA player ever by resume.
Okay.
I wouldn't take her 1-1, but like by resume,
MG23 Raptor says 2 fourth downs, 2 times Kevin didn't do his job. MTP 10 says can't watch the game from Savannah, Georgia. Shedeur is playing well, but offense is being hurt by play calling and coaching decisions. Young Yogi says coaches are losing us this game. Winston says, I know it's easy to blame Bubba, but come on. 21 says defense and offense can't overcome special team mistakes. And Lux or Nothing says on third down against our easy, did you see the camera tight on 12? He got the call and started shaking his head.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see that. No.
I ain't
That's all of our
see
super chats.
All
right now,
right,
guys.
we
it.
back.
Man, it's just, I mean, there's.
We are back, boys and girls. We are back, boys and girls, and beginning of the fourth quarter, 3rd and 4. Where's Christian McCaffrey? Find him. Find 85. There go Miles. 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 Throw the wrist up. Miles. That's what he needed. He needed at least one. He beat Trent Williams that time. He beat Trent Williams that time. He needed one. He needed at least one this game. He needed one more. Now let's see. It's fourth quarter. Oh my God. Gage just dropped the ball, dog. Hit him right in the chest. Gage just dropped the ball, dog. He just fumbled the ball on the 10-yard line. He just dropped the ball on the 10-yard line. The man just dropped the ball, and San Francisco recovered the ball. Here we go. In the red zone. At the 18. Miles, go do your thing. Oh my God. The offense ain't got the ball. Ain't nothing you can do. You got to call that holding on Miles. They him every time. You got to call that holding on Miles. He going to get his sack. He going to get one more. He's starting to beat Trent Williams off the edge right now. Trent tired, and Miles know he's tired. Where you going, McCaffrey? Oh, Miles, you missed the tackle. Yeah, Lavadan just screwed us all the way. 36. Miles missed that tackle. Come on, man. You need this stop. Delay a game. They called a timeout. They got. This is bad. They gonna call for the second timeout. They ain't gonna use the full. They ain't gonna use no full. But you gotta get this stop. You got to. Here we go. 36 from the 12. And they call a screen. And they call a screen to Christian McCaffrey. First down at the 5. See what I mean about calling all them screens? Call the screen at the right time. Something you ain't ran but twice tonight. But now you call the screen because they ain't looking for it. Harris is down again. Harrison down again, so you got another man down. It's a lot of stuff that's gonna have to happen for this to get better. Check is leaving the game. They just said, fuck it. Too many people went down at one time. You got a Browns player down. We got a 49ers player down. Let's just go to a TV timeout and clear some of this. Let's just get some of this out of here. I got you, Santan. Man, look here, man. It's bad play calling. It's a lot today. It's just a lot of different things that's been going wrong. Special teams and shit to bed. It's just been bad. The play calling been bad. The whole thing it's just been horrible. It just hasn't been a productive damn day. I don't know, it's because it turned cold for the first time and everybody bones creaking and aching and they don't want to hit people hard. They moving slow. I don't know what it is. They need to go to the sideline and get some broth or some hot chocolate or something. Play calling is bad. Defense seems like it can't get no stops today. They ain't getting enough. They ain't getting the stops that it need to get when they need to get them. But special teams then gave up 2 big plays, put them in the red zone, and it's bad. I promise you, Kay, they got broth. They got some bone broth and some hot chocolate and probably other warm shit on that sideline for them to drink. You gotta drink a lot. You just gotta get you a couple of sippy pools, G. I ain't tell you to go over there and go for none. I don't know what it is. It's just been a bad play calling day altogether. It's just been bad play calling that's been hampering the doggone Browns. Miles Garrett and Carson Schlesinger. They in there. These rookies, man, they holding it down. Mason Graham, Carson Schlesinger, they playing real ball. He going to 23. He going to 23. He wide open. That's how you play defense. That's how you play defense. Now that was Shedeur. Everybody be jumping up and down. Throw the ball away. Throw the ball away. See how that man spun out of that, ran backwards, did all that. The same shit Shedeur be doing, but y'all be crying. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna say, hey, them the same cleats my son got. Them motherfuckers cost me $140, $50 for them outfit. Fine 85. They beating the shit out y'all across the middle. All their big plays been across the middle. Every last one of them. Across the middle. They've been beat across the middle every time. They got to turn Shedeur loose if they ever get the ball back. If they ever get the ball back, they got to turn Shedeur. Now, if they come out here running the football, I'm going to say something real bad about the Cleveland Browns. Is all I'm saying. Gage Loverdale fumbled that ball. Let's see what the knuckleheads are talking about. Is all I'm saying. Let's see what the knuckleheads are talking about. We don't want to watch the damn Kia commercial. Come on, so I can skip it. Offensive play calling need an overhaul for real. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Based on stats and stats alone. But that's why it's important to actually watch the games, because if you watch the games, you understand that
Here we go. Pitch to Quinshawn. Pitch to Quinshawn. We're going to see what we got. Brock Purdy still ain't got but 155 yards. Brock Purdy got 155 yards. He 15 for 26 with a touchdown. Why are you running the ball? Why are we running the ball? Why are you running the ball? Why are you running the ball, dog? You need to throw the ball. You down 2 touchdowns, and you not trying to throw the ball. What kind of damn play calling we got going on around here? What I'm saying. We need play action right here. He's trying to run the screen. He's trying to run the screen, and they got it covered up. They trying to run the screen. They trying to run the screen, dog. Oh Lord. They didn't put Dylan in the game. They didn't put little Dylan in the game. The dude got to go out for one play. Let me see if you run the ball. Oh Lord, he not running the ball. Man, you finna get Quinshawn Judkins killed. Put Shedeur back in the game, dog. Or this mess is over. Yeah, get his ass out of there. Get his ass out of there. We going to Njoku this round. This is the Njoku play. I told y'all this is the Njoku play. I'm telling y'all these plays as they go along before they even happen. Cause you know. Now Jared Judy need to run the out route. Well, we do got a 19 and a 16. I don't see 19 in the game. I see a 16. Throw the ball, Shedeur. Throw the ball, Shedeur. There it is. Oh my God. That wind ate that ball up. The wind just sucked that ball up. Now you want to go on 4th and 16. Like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the hell Stefanski doing, dog. I don't even know what the hell they doing. I don't know what type of offense this is. I don't even understand the premise of this offense. It's it's just a everybody in Cleveland need to be fired. Everybody in Cleveland need to be fired right now. Just go to the locker room and pack your shit up and go home. Now they finna run the zone. See that? Drop zone. Drop zone. And ain't nothing he can do about that. Can't even see that man coming. He just showed up out of nowhere like a locomotive. He just said, "Peekaboo, hello, I see you." Y'all ain't got no turnovers, no nothing. Y'all need to get turnover. Well, no matter. Your play calling suck anyway. You want to do obvious shit on obvious downs. Well, yeah, we can read everything you gonna do. Go ahead. We got you covered. Handle your business, big dog. I ain't gonna even hit on none of my sleeper shit. Because of this dumbass game right here. I ain't gonna hit on none of my sleeper shit because of this dumbass game. Because of this game. Not nothing else. This game. Only thing I ain't gonna hit on is because of this game. You know what I'm saying? This game. I ain't gonna hit on my shit because of this game. Which is crazy. Because we should have hit. But Shedeur was supposed to throw over 156 and it ain't happening. Because they ain't throwing the damn ball. He came out. Where your out route? Where your post route? Where your sticks? You ain't got nothing. Y'all just the receivers need to get open, yeah. They need to do that too. Mrs. Darlene Johnson. They need to do that too. It's just been a whole boo-boo show. It's been a whole boo-boo show on the offensive play calling. You know they running the ball. They ain't gonna throw the ball, man. My God, why would they run? Why would they pass the ball? They up 23-8. Why they gonna pass the ball? Why are they gonna pass the ball? Why? Oh yeah, ain't nobody to throw to. He trying, but hell, why y'all ain't loading the box up? You know these people gonna throw the ball. He can't fake no injury because he ain't gonna play no more. Ain't no run blitz, dog. They just playing basic 4-3 defense with one safety over the top. They got the box loaded up and they still can't stop the run. They just need to do better. They just offensive play calling and shit. You know they not passing the ball. They not passing the ball, dog. We know they not passing the ball. So why would you even worry about them passing the ball? They have no reason to throw the ball. They up 23-8 with 4 minutes left in the game. They just gonna run clock. This is stupid. It's supposed to be Tommy Reese calling plays, but it don't seem like it. It don't seem like Tommy Reese calling plays. This is just look like my son upstairs calling plays. The way they doing it, hell, he called plays in Madden better than this. Because he been messing around with his daddy. He know how to confuse the defense. Drafting Mendoza saying ain't gonna be no good. You don't call that hold on Miles? You don't call that hold on Miles? You gotta call that hold on Miles. You got to call that hold on Miles. It's just bad, man. It was the play calling, all of it, just bad, just horribly done. Offensive play calling. It's the play calling been bad since the first quarter. All them screens, and they wasn't blitzing. Running the ball straight up the middle, and you wasn't moving the ball. Then you figure out, oh, I can run to the outside. But it's just been bad play calling, dog. This is just a coaching debacle. This has just been a coaching debacle. When has Cleveland been relevant in the NFL? When Shedeur showed up, Stefanski is calling plays. It feels like Stefanski calling plays. It feels like Stefanski calling plays all day. Because that offense was vanilla as hell. They ain't have no juice on it, no nothing on it. Now these boys don't even want to play, but they gotta play, or you gonna get your quarterback hurt. There with that damn screen again. There with that damn screen again. Why are we calling screens, dog? Where are your post plays? Where are your crosses? Where? This is just bad. This is just bad. Where are all the things that needed to happen? See that slant? Y'all see that slant? That slant I've been telling y'all to call for the longest. Y'all see that out route? That's the out route. I said to call a long time ago. That's the out route. Here come the deep post. See these out routes? These out routes are open. You just gotta call them. You just gotta call them, dog. They there. You just ain't called them all day. Now you want to call shit that could have been working the whole game. You just gotta call shit that's gonna work, man. This, this, yeah, Houston about to lose, dog. We weren't gonna talk about. We weren't gonna talk about that, but you know, we just gonna let it simmer in our spirit. we just we weren't gonna talk about that one, but it was right there, you know. I wasn't gonna say much, but you know, it is what it is. You know, Houston and the Colts. That's something serious right there, boy. They gonna have to do something. Nah, they don't want to block Miss Darlene. I'm sorry. It's just been a long day. It's just been a long day of bad offensive play calls. For the most part, the offensive line been holding up pretty damn good. So I can't even say it's on them. He wouldn't have got caught on that sack if he wouldn't have stopped the first, because he was gonna throw that thing, and then he started back running. He stopped, he got ready to throw, and then he picked back up and started running. But you know, it is what it is. He ain't play a bad game. It's just been bad play calling, bad clock management. It's just been bad coaching. You just can't. It's just been a lot of bad coaching. Well, it's 3rd and 16 now. How you calling false start? How you call a false start on that when defensive lineman jump? You can't call a false start on that when the defensive lineman jump. It's just coaching is just bad, dog. It's just bad coaching, bad play calling, bad clock management. It's just a lot of bad things. It's just a lot of bad things. And it's throw the ball, Shedeur. Ain't nobody got open. Ain't nobody get open. All of that. That is just bad. Y'all know where we go for post game. This is just one big shit show. This is just one. No, son. Cold outside. Cold outside, son. Way too cold outside for that today. That's just. It's gonna be this has just been bad. This has just been a very, very, very bad day. It's just been a very, very, very bad day. Y'all want to get into it? It's a minute and some change left. You know, y'all want to get into it, we can get into it. Y'all know how we do these.
Stop. This is wild work.
These are a lot more fun when the Browns win.
Yeah.
Like a lot more. This is.
I turned to Steve and I said, when they start doing real bad, energy drops back here, huh?
Oh yeah, bro. Listen, bro. Our energy was great when they was on script. We was up 8 to 7.
Yeah.
And was about to go to the halftime and get the rock back.
We was three times on the clap and everything. We was doing everything, man.
I'd like to give a quick shout out though to the 5,000 people hanging out with us.
Hey man,
What up? What up?
Shout out to all y'all.
First down.
So G, you know the fence rider question we did? More catches, McCaffrey, or the Browns receivers? Browns receivers 6.
Y'all know I'm gonna get into it as soon as they get done with that.
It was 6-5.
What I say?
Me and G were the only two.
Oh,
But the main fence rider question was, will the Browns win? We said yeah.
We were wrong on that. Yeah.
And we all three of us was wrong.
Yeah.
Come on, man. And they don't even got nobody like that. You got, listen, no disrespect to the 49ers and what they got going on. They got 9 wins. Their coaching staff, shout out to them doing what they needed to do. But
that's the game.
But let me
Bush gonna be in the barbershop
this.
in about an hour and a half.
Like that. That ain't gonna work.
Yeah, I'm sorry about this one, man. This game was right there for the taking. You finally had an opportunity to establish the run. You get that established. You know, Shedeur was playing complimentary football. Horrible special teams play, and then you turn the football over. That's a recipe for disaster.
You were done. And not only
what it is.
Not only was it what not only would you did that, but you did it in your own territory.
Yeah.
Multiple times. You know,
It sucks.
Yeah. Look at him talking to Kyle. You finally got one on me, huh? It's about damn time. Yeah.
You had the stat. He was 8-1 against Schwartz today.
He was 8-1 against Kyle Shanahan coming into this game.
All right, well, that sucks. The Browns lose 26-8. They fall to 3-9 on the season. Special teams, the main story in this one. 4 completely, I don't even want to say uncharacteristic because it is characteristic of how bad the special teams unit has been. But 4 unacceptable special teams blunders. You had a muffed punt. You had another fumble punt you recovered. You had a 66-yard punt return that set up the first San Francisco touchdown. And then you had, after scoring a touchdown to end the half and getting the 2-point conversion, Andre Smith kicking it into the end zone, setting up San Francisco on the 35. They drive down, get the field goal to score before the half, take a 10-8 lead, and then they obviously dominated the second half, winning that 16-0.
You forgot about them taking the field.
Oh, and Malachi, there were so many unacceptable special teams blunders that I forgot when I was listing them. 5.
A guy just fielded the ball. Now, mind you, just give it to you. If the ball goes out of bounds, the Cleveland Browns get the ball on the 40. He, as the ball was going out of bounds, inexplicably caught the ball on the sidelines and had to get his feet in bounds
at the 5.
At the 5-yard line. The 5.
Like, I don't even know what was going through his head because at first I was like, well, maybe he thought he was punt returner, but even that don't even make sense, right? Like,
nope.
Nothing about the situation makes sense whatsoever. And hey, I don't know.
Stupid.
I don't know.
And in a game where the sideline reporter said this game is degenerating because of the win, the San Francisco 49ers with the field position, they flipped. They had to win at their back. The Browns had to move into the win, and now you're throwing the ball. And you got to throw the ball
and
down.
Maybe it's not a situation to where you would assume the coach needs to kind of communicate that before you field the kickoff return, but clearly more communication is needed. Hey, by the way, if the ball looks like it's going out of bounds on a kickoff, let it go out of bounds.
I can't believe that the story of Shedeur Sanders' first home start was a special teams disaster.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that was by far the biggest.
That's the biggest story, yeah.
I thought the Browns defense did a pretty good job, all things considered, the circumstances they were put in. I thought the offense established the run. Shedeur had some moments. He missed some throws. It was a so-so performance from Shedeur. It wasn't great, wasn't terrible. And then special teams was an absolute disaster, guys. Like that, to me, that's the story. And they had 2 4th and 1s. The first one, I think we appropriately described as one of the worst 4th down executions we've seen in a while. There was 3 offensive linemen doing the freestyle swim on the turf, while 4 San Francisco 49ers were in the backfield on the second one. Harold Fannin bobbles the snap, and they're not good enough to overcome mistakes like that.
And it's like, listen, man, and I know people want to reduce it down to your quarterback, and that's what everybody do because it's fantasy football, and everybody is playing fantasy football, and everybody want to talk about these quarterbacks. Listen. Joe Bitonio got swam by a run-of-the-mill defensive lineman and whiffed and got hit in the backfield for a 1-yard loss. That's a 4th down. That's a turnover. By the way, there's other things that cause turnovers beside the quarterback throwing the ball, interceptions. That's a turnover on the offensive line. You bring in Harold Fannin Jr. This should have been 3 or 4 turnovers. The fact that you bring in Harold Fannin Jr., you want him to run a sneak. It's a tight end in the winter who doesn't handle the football. You had linemen running in at 10, 12 seconds on the clock. Kevin Stefanski is just sitting here looking at all this. You could have called timeout and got into a good play call like Kyle Shanahan did it 3 times, what led to first downs. Not only did you not get it, you turned the football over in your own territory, which led to more points. The Cleveland Browns, they have one or two things that is glaring. The offensive line is in and out. It's makeshift. That's not going to get better, and you're not going to get that better by drafting guys in the 6th round. And guys, I mean, I know the win was crazy, but at least Jennings can move and get open. Again, we talked about Cedric Tillman looked like he was running in Timberlands the first route. I said, bro.
Yeah, at least Jerry Jeudy was getting open and doing something with it, man. Cedric Tillman.
He has the speed of a tight end. Like, and they mentioned that the tight ends are your best options when you're trying to throw the football. Look, the Cleveland Browns got a lot of problems. And it's led by just the turnover battle. Just they do things to lose football games in the special teams. And I understand that they're not going to fire Bubba Ventrone, but somebody has to be held accountable for it because you can't have 1 or 2. This is 6. They lost a special teams game against the Jets.
Yep. I mean, Schmidt missed the kick against Cincinnati in the opener.
Yep, that's another.
Like they've had their fair share of special teams blunders. It hasn't been good enough. Before we get to Super Chats, let's give our thoughts on Shedeur real quick. He by no means is the reason they lost this game. By no means. I didn't think he played great. I thought he played an okay game. Missed the throw to Jeudy off the top. Beautiful touchdown pass to Fannin. He had 3 drives at the end of the 3rd quarter and the 2 in the 4th quarter that wasn't able to capitalize and turn into points. They were in disadvantageous situations. Weather certainly played a factor. C, B minus C, somewhere in that range. Like,
I really don't know.
He was fine. Like,
yeah,
was fine.
I don't know what the grade would be, but Shedeur Sanders didn't lose us that football.
He's not the
game.
reason they lost.
No, so you look at it. I mean, he played a clean game himself, minus the false start he got, which I ain't never seen the quarterback get a false start. But yeah, I mean, I kind of echo a lot of what you said there, man. I thought that he executed a nice drive that ended up with a touchdown pass. He did miss that throw to Jerry Jeudy, but I mean, overall, like just looking at the special teams and the turnovers and all that other stuff, it sucks, man. It really sucks because you finally had the complementary run game to go with it, and it put him in some situations to where it made his job easier. But, you know, another week down, continue to get these reps, man. Continue to communicate with the playmakers, et cetera, and see what happens from there.
Yeah, look, man. You know, it's so tough because, you know, you talk about the grades and evaluation, which you give them. Like I said, man, like the least of your concerns was the quarterback position. You were positioned to do exactly what you needed to do. You got the ball out of the second half. But, you know, it's hard to evaluate your quarterback when, you know, you're muffing punts and catching the ball inside the 6 and you got to do this. And then you're unpredictable. This game, to me, the game was already over. When he caught the ball at the 6, I said, "Oh goodness," because at that point you flip the field position battle, and those are the things that I'll be seeing and looking at. So to me, I mean, you can give what you want to do. You want to give him a B minus. You want to give him a C plus. To me, at the end of the day, he played turnover free football. You know, he did complete a touchdown where he needed to do. But to me, I go back to this. Again, the evaluation is leaning on the play to Kevin Stefanski. Your evaluation is, what did you do? What you could have done to get this thing together? Your special teams let you down. You didn't manage the game when you needed to manage the game. And Kyle Shanahan, again, came in here and showed you what it looks like when you have a coach that's dialed in and understands what type of time he's on. The 49ers understood the moment. They understood what they needed to do. And they didn't give the Cleveland Browns an opportunity to come back and mess their team up. You know what they did? They said, we're going to manage it and get it done. So to me, when you got your head coach that's getting D's and F's and your special team coach is getting F's and Jim Schwartz gets a solid B or whatever you want to give him, you have 3 phases of the team. And you can't win with one phase doing their job.
I want to say one thing, so I guarantee this is going to be at least 3 of the Super Chats. I guarantee it. Just because the Browns lost and just because I don't think Shedeur played awesome, I would not go back to Dylan Gabriel by any means. Shedeur did nothing that makes me think we should go back and see what we need to see more from Dylan. Like, I don't think – I mean, just because I didn't think he played an A++ game doesn't mean I'm pulling the.
I think
pulling
he
the string on
deserves the
anything.
rest of the season
Yeah.
to show what he can do.
Yeah, like the conversation about Dylan Gabriel going back in the game, or do we need to see more, is the most ridiculous conversation I've seen. It's stupid, it's dumb, it's immature, it's silly, it's short-sighted. It seems like you don't know what you're talking about. I'll give you the example. If Dylan Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders switch positions, and we saw Shedeur Sanders for 6-7 games, right? And we saw what he can do. And then it was Dylan Gabriel's time. Would we sit here and say that we needed to see Shedeur Sanders again? Nobody would say that. Not one person. So I don't know why the whole thing is now go back to Dylan now. Stop. It's corny.
No. On the same page. And let's get some super chats and we'll head out of here.
Yeah, GA21 says, let's see if they set up 12.
All right, they getting the super chat, so we gonna get out of there and do what we do over here, because y'all know how we get down while they run through all them damn super chats they got. They got like 1 million of them, but it is what it is. Y'all know how we get down. But we gonna run down this game real quick. We ain't gonna hold you long, because y'all, we've been in here for 3 hours and some change. So let's get to it. Y'all know how we do. While you in here, give a shout out to the beautiful CU aunties, because they are in the building and they've been holding us down the entire stream. So if you see them, and you know you see them already, so say what's up to them. Be respectful at all times. This game was lost. Wasn't Shedeur Sanders' fault. Play calling, special teams, coaching. What are the 3 main takeaways for this loss? Opening half, you were on the right side of the field. The field where you should have been opening up your offense, throwing the ball down the field. You didn't do it. You threw the ball down the field one time. Shedeur, the ball got caught in the wind. It flooded over. Jerry Jeudy didn't run the route hard. And it all seemed bad from the beginning. All them damn inside runs, all them same screens, those same screens we were calling for last week when they were getting blitzed to death by the Raiders. This week you want to call those screens when they're playing freaking zone and everything is in front of the screen. Wrong time to call the screen. Play calling was horrible in this game. By no means necessary should you say Shedeur Sanders had anything to do with this loss. Special teams was this loss. When you field the ball on the freaking 5-yard line instead of letting the ball go out of bounds and put your team in the end zone, you lose a punt, fumble the punt. You let a man run the ball back 66 yards and end up on the freaking 12-yard line. Special teams, play calling. You have run no more than 8 plays this entire game. It was the same play over and over and over again. They knew what you were doing. They had seen it. And you didn't adjust. You didn't do anything. Now, in the second half, you got your back against the wind. You got the wind in your face, and now you want the man to throw deep. It still was a catchable ball, but you got the wind against your back. He throwing against the wind, and now you want to try. You got offensive linemen on a 4th and 1 that simply just lay down on the ground, and the entire defensive line is in your backfield. This game was lost to coaching. This game was lost to play calling. This game was lost to the special team. It wasn't the quarterback at all, period. Shedeur was 16 of 25 for a touchdown for 149 yards. Brock Purdy was 16 of 29 for a touchdown. Shedeur 16 of 25. There wasn't a lot of passing done in this doggone football game. Junkins ran the ball 23 times for 91 yards. McCaffrey ran the ball for 20 times. It wasn't a lot, but they threw the ball when the wind was at their back. That's when they opened up their offense. This game was lost to play calling. Kevin Stefanski does not know what the hell he's doing. Your offensive coordinator does not know what the hell they're doing. It is the little things that win you football games. Play calling, attention to detail. You didn't call timeouts when you need to call timeouts. Harold Fanning on a 4th and 3. Everybody's confused. Harold Fanning don't know where to line up. You got offensive linemen trying to get into play, and you still don't call a timeout. That's on the head coach. You got confusion in your offensive line on your play calling. You have to call the timeout right there. He snapped the ball. You fumbled the ball. Now they on your side of the field. Turnovers cost you the game. 3 of them. Shedeur was sacked 3 times this game. And that's all because he trying to get the ball out. Because you down. He wasn't running back in the pocket. He stood in the pocket like a big boy, like everybody wanted him to. This is just a bad game of play calling, y'all. This ain't offense can't move the ball. We saw him push the ball down the field 90 yards and score a touchdown in the 2-minute offense. So you can say that wasn't possible. He did it when it was time to do it because you opened up the offense. You running the ball. You started running the ball on the outside trap off the tackles instead of inside off the guards, and you were getting yards. That's where you moved the ball at. Keep running that weak-ass inside zone, and you kept getting nothing. There was no offensive adjustment. There was no defensive adjustment when it needed to happen. These coaching mistakes lost you the ball game. Whoever was calling the play. We don't know if it was Tommy Reese. We don't know if it was Kevin Stefanski. Because that looked like Kevin Stefanski calling plays. That didn't look like Tommy Reese. It didn't look like it looked last week. It didn't feel like it felt last week. That felt different. So who was calling plays this week? It didn't look right. It didn't feel right. It felt like crap. No offensive adjustments whatsoever. And you lose your ball game at home when you had the lead. Simply because you don't know how to adjust to a football game. Because you don't know how to adjust your play calling. You don't know how to get out of the normal, plain, vanilla offense that you're running and do something different. That is the reason that they lost this ball game. This ball game loss lays squarely at Kevin Stefanski's feet. Whoever was running the special teams, Bubba Patron, all of y'all had fault. Shedeur had a vanilla game. He didn't do nothing to lose the game, didn't do nothing to win the game. He drove down and scored when the plays were called for him to go down and score. Did that. Other than that, this game was vanilla. There is nothing fancy about these offensive play calls, and they need to fix that. If you can't open up your playbook and do something different, everybody needs to be fired. Because it seems as if nobody wants to win. And that's a horrible thing to be. I don't know what's next. Tennessee Titans come in next week. The number 1 draft pick versus the 5th round rookie. And at least they let Cam Ward throw the ball all around the football field. Interceptions or not, misplays or not, they open their offense up in Tennessee. Next week, y'all will see what throwing the ball look like when you open your offense up. Because Cam Ward surely slings the ball all over the field. Them out routes I was telling y'all to do, when they called them, they was open. Them 9 routes, if they called them, they would have been open. But you have to do it. Shedeur throws the ball best outside the hash marks, toward the sideline, toward the numbers. Let him do that. But apparently, they don't know what their quarterback can do best. You want to know why? Because they haven't watched him. They haven't seen him. They haven't even gone back and watched the tape from college. They don't know what he can do. Or they just don't want him to do it. And it goes back to what I said at the beginning of this live stream. Somebody holding somebody back. What's the point of playing football or putting the man out there if you're not going to let him play? Open it up. Because next week, Cam Ward throwing the ball all over this motherfucker. He ain't playing. Wind blowing or not, they slinging the peel. So if you're not going to adjust your offense, you're going to get beat to sleep because Tennessee slinging that rock all day, every day. But y'all know what time it is, man. We've been in here 3 hours and 31 minutes. We got to get out of here. Y'all make sure y'all shout out them CU aunties and do what y'all do. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate everybody hanging out, coming to the stream, doing what we do. We might crank another one up later on, but the Cowboys don't play till Thursday. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here, man. Appreciate y'all for hanging out with your boy, doing the doggone thing. I'm going to holler at y'all. I'm out of here. Peace out.